I'm starting to think my thoughts about Cross Guild getting an ancient giant in the future are more and more founded because you see, I've always thought in the past that Apu would join Cross Guild at some point, and as a bargaining chip, he will offer up NB to sweeten the deal. The interesting thing about NB is that NB was a former number from the Beast Pirates. However, in being a former number, he is also a weird artificial ancient giant that was brought to life by Vegapunk through some means, right? So, with that being said, he's another slice of this weird giant pie that we have in One Piece because with him being here, there's also a possibility of Loki joining the Straw Hats and being now a part of a Yonko crew as well. So I can't help but to compare the two because oddly they look very similar to one another because NB is one of those few artificial ancient giants that looks fairly human and devilish, and he has front-facing horns that are darker in color, much like Loki and his father Harold. So I could see one being a weird variation of the other, especially seeing as how both of their names are four-letter words. So that's very interesting. But the third slice of this pie would be Sanwan Wolf, because Sanwan Wolf is another unique giant case because he's not Elbathian like Loki, nor is he a science experiment like Enby. He is a giant from somewhere else who just so happens to have a dough fruit in the Deca Deca no Mi, otherwise known as the huge fruit, that makes him the largest person in the world. So we have three sides of this, presumably. So with that being said, that's the sort of three-way tie we have here with three different Yonko organizations and their particular giants. Enby, Sanwan Wolf, and presumably Loki. So, with that being said, give me your thoughts and tell your friends about Polypede What's